Have you ever wondered about the quiet heroes around us? Not the ones in the headlines, not the ones celebrated with grand applause, but the silent pillars of strength who shape our lives without ever asking for recognition. In this episode, we'll dive deep into the world of these unsung heroes. Their lives teach us invaluable lessons about resilience, humility, and the true meaning of quiet strength. So sit back, take a deep breath, and let's walk together down this path of life. When we think of heroes, our minds often race to bold images. Someone rushing into danger, someone speaking passionately in front of crowds, someone who changes the world in a single dramatic moment. But there is another kind of heroism, a quieter kind. It is the grandmother who wakes up before dawn every day to prepare meals for her family, not because anyone asked her to, but because she finds joy in giving. It is the father who silently takes on extra shifts to ensure his children never have to worry about their future. It is the teacher who stays late after school to help a struggling student, believing that no child should be left behind. These people rarely make it to the spotlight, yet their impact is profound. They carry the weight of their responsibilities without complaint, and in doing so, they create ripples that touch lives far beyond their own. Their strength lies not in loud declarations, but in quiet, unwavering consistency. And this is perhaps the most reliable kind of strength there is. Let me tell you a story. In a small village nestled between mountains, there lived an old carpenter named Mr. Sato. He was not wealthy. He never sought fame. He simply spent his days repairing houses and crafting simple wooden toys for the children in the village. Mr. Sato's hands were rough and calloused, evidence of decades of hard work. Yet when he worked on his toys, he treated each piece of wood as if it were a treasure. He carved animals, little carts, even small boats that children could float in the stream. What made Mr. Sato special wasn't just his craftsmanship, it was his quiet dedication to the happiness of others. During the harsh winters, he would secretly fix broken fences and mend leaking roofs of his neighbors. He never left a note. He never sought thanks. He just did it because he believed in community. Years passed and eventually Mr. Sato grew too old to work. But something beautiful happened. The children who had grown up playing with his toys became adults. They took care of Mr. Sato, fixing his home just as he had once fixed theirs. His kindness had come full circle. Mr. Sato's life teaches us that even the smallest acts of service, performed quietly and consistently, can build an unbreakable bond of love and respect in our communities. Now let me ask you something. Think for a moment. Who is the quiet hero in your life? Maybe it's your mother who listens to you patiently at the end of a hard day. Maybe it's a friend who checks in on you without fail, even when you don't ask. Or perhaps it's a colleague who supports the team from behind the scenes. Take a moment to appreciate them. If you feel comfortable, share their story in the comments. I'd love to read about them, and I'm sure our community would too. Let's fill this space with gratitude for those who make our lives brighter in quiet, steady ways. Because when we recognize these silent heroes, we not only honor them, we remind ourselves to follow in their footsteps. The lessons we learn from these quiet heroes are profound. Let's explore some of them together. 1. Consistency matters more than perfection. Mr. Sato didn't build perfect toys. His carvings were sometimes uneven, his paint sometimes faded. But the children loved them because they were made with heart. In life, perfection is rare, but consistency, showing up day after day with honest effort, builds trust and creates impact. 2. True service needs no recognition. Quiet heroes act not for applause, but because they see a need. Their motivation is not external praise, but internal purpose. When we live our lives guided by values rather than validation, we find deeper fulfillment. 3. Small acts multiply over time. A single repaired fence may not change the world, but dozens of small repairs, year after year, create a village that feels safe and cared for. Similarly, our small daily actions, a kind word, a helping hand, a moment of patience, accumulate into a life of meaning. 4. Community is built on quiet efforts. Big celebrations and major milestones are wonderful, but what truly builds community is the daily invisible effort of people like Mr. Sato. The world feels warmer, kinder, and more connected because of them. Throughout history, many of the most profound changes were sparked not by grand speeches or public revolutions, but by quiet perseverance. Think of the farmers who toiled the land to feed nations, the nurses who cared for the sick through wars and pandemics, the parents who sacrificed their own dreams so their children could have a better future. Their names may not appear in textbooks, but their influence shapes our world every single day. By recognizing them, we honor the foundation upon which progress is built. Let's also turn this lesson inward. What does it mean to cultivate quiet strength in your own life? It means showing up even when no one is watching. It means choosing patience over frustration, kindness over indifference. It means believing that your daily efforts matter, even when the results are not immediate. Quiet strength teaches us resilience. It teaches us to keep going, not for recognition, but because we believe in the goodness of our actions. And over time, this inner strength becomes a source of peace. As the old saying goes, a river cuts through rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced the impact of a quiet hero in your life? Or perhaps you've been that quiet hero for someone else. Share your story in the comments below. Our community thrives on these real, heartfelt connections. And if you'd like, tag someone in your life who embodies quiet strength. Let them know their efforts have not gone unnoticed. Remember, your voice matters here. Every story shared adds warmth to this growing community. As we close this episode, let's carry this message with us. The world needs quiet heroes just as much as it needs loud leaders. In your daily life, you have the power to be that steady, comforting presence for someone else. Whether you're a parent, a friend, a mentor, or even a stranger offering a small act of kindness, your quiet strength lights the way. If you found meaning in today's story, please consider subscribing to The Path of Life. Every week, we share reflections, timeless wisdom, and stories that gently guide us through life's journey. And if you feel this message could inspire someone you know, share this video with them. Let's spread the quiet strength far and wide. Thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, walk gently, live kindly, and cherish the quiet heroes around you.